you spoke about outsourcing, and I want to understand if the outsourcing model that's worked so very well here in India, if it's equally effective in Africa. And the concern again here is the fact that expat costs are very high. So even if you were to outsource, you need to pay a lot of money. There are issues considering power is very expensive. There's, security is a concern, theft is a concern. Given all these concerns, do you think that you'll be able to leverage the outsourcing model as effectively in Africa as you've been able to do in India?
Actually, because of all these reasons you said, outsourcing is more relevant to Africa than India.
Okay.
Because we need to get over the cost structure differences. India, in many cases, is 1 and Africa is 2. Africa could be 3 times more than India. So, which means that outsourcing, not only for cost, but also for domain knowledge of our partners, for quality and reliability brought in by our partners, is critical. Bharti Airtel, if we have to really do well in the long term, which I think we will, the power of our partners has to be brought in. So outsourcing has started a few months back. About 1,500 employees have moved to our partners. Maybe another 500 to 1,000 employees will move. Very smooth transition. Cost structures, as the economies build up, cost structures will also improve. I'm already noticing in the last couple of months there is slight improvement seen. And I think over the next 4 to 6 quarters, you will see improvement very steadily, quarter after quarter.
Take us through your capital expenditure guidance for FY12, FY13, because you understand that you need to make a lot of investments. For instance, the cost of setting up a tower in Africa, I'm told, is 3 times the cost of doing the same here in India. So going forward, what do you think is the amount of money that you need to be investing in Africa for that market to grow?
We believe this year we should be able to invest 1 to 1.2 billion as capex.
And that's significantly more than the $800 million investment.
Yeah, because at that, when we announced 800, we were not sure about rollout capabilities of our own team, our partners. Now I think our confidence is higher, hence the rollout will be faster. And we believe we should be able to invest that much. And if that happens, then the growth possibilities of Africa in the long term will also grow.
Right. I want to now talk about some of the specific markets and take it piece by piece. Nigeria by far remains the most important market. More than a third of your revenues come from that market. It's a tough market for you to crack because you have very dominant players. How have you seen that market develop ever since you've forayed into that?
No, Nigeria is the most important market for us in Africa. I think in Bharti Group, after India, Nigeria becomes number 2 market. We have gone about it very systematically. We believe that you can't penetrate Nigeria and penetrate the mind of the consumers there till you get the basics right. So we're getting the network right, we are getting IT right, we're getting call centers right, we're getting showrooms right. So we're going about very, very systematically. But I believe that we have already gained share in Nigeria in the last 2 quarters, and in the next coming quarters we'll gain much more. We don't want to hurry up because we are at about 20% share. Our major, the leader of Nigeria, is at 60% share. It's a long haul. Our leadership has to be built on basics being very, very high quality, our service being good, our network quality being good, our innovations being high quality, and that all is being built up systematically.
I'm just curious, did Etisalat in a sense spoil the party even before you got into the market in an aggressive way? They slashed the tariffs significantly to a level which is almost unsustainable, in a sense leaving you with very little to do as far as tariffs are concerned. It is one lever that you could use to penetrate the market, which you
let me clarify. Tariff is definitely not our game in Africa. Definitely not our game. The only thing which we have done in Africa on tariff is that when we entered the scene, Zain had a premium of 30 to 40% in many, many markets. And such premiums, as you can appreciate, are unsustainable. So we equated to the market. Now, in some markets, our competition got a bit worried that what is happening. Actually, we were not reducing tariff. We were just making it competitive. It took us 4 or 5 months to do it because our network capacities in some markets were low. We didn't have the headroom to reduce the tariff and traffic to go up and network being clogged. So we waited till the network capacity was built up. Now the tariffs are stable. We are very, very clear that it will remain stable till our cost structures start going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so you're saying that before you went in, Zain had a premium over the market tariff, and you've just corrected that.
Yes.
So it's not like you've been a price warrior and brought tariffs down, because that was a concern among the market analyst community here as well.
I have clarified it to everyone. I believe that we offer competitive tariffs as a company. In India, as you know, we always are reactive to competition. We never proact on tariffs. If somebody drops tariffs, then we
But
consider
that's because
that.
you're the leader, and there.
No, but there also we are leaders in many markets, and wherever we are not leaders, we are still learning the market. And we want to attract customers based on huge amount of innovations we have done. We have done innovations in Nigeria, we have done innovations in Congo, we have done innovations in Ghana. Fantastic innovations. Customers have loved it. The combinations we have built. That's what is the edge of Bharti.
So how much more time before you can, in a sense, pass on the benefit that you're getting on account of cost reductions to the consumer? When do you see that happening?
I believe that the full implementation of a business model will take anywhere between 4 to 6 quarters.
Okay.
So we very frankly would like to have stable tariffs.
So for 4 to 6 quarters stable tariffs, and then how much scope or how much headroom do you think you will have if things fall as per plan for you to bring down tariffs? A ballpark?
So we'll see at that point of time. It depends on economies, how economies are doing. If GDP per capita is growing in each country very well, then tariffs will remain stable. You know. But wherever we have made some changes, elasticity is good in Africa. It is picking up.
Is it good? Because I was just coming to that, because the concern again has been the fact that elasticity in Africa is not as good as it is here in India. Another reason why people are a little worried. Is that a fair point?
No, but India's 500 minutes is too high. It's not normal, by the way, across the globe. So Africa, I feel that 200, 250 will be good usage in Africa.
But do you see that picking?
Yeah, it will. Surely it will.
My last question on Nigeria before we move to another market, which is mobile number portability. How do you see that impacting the market? You know, we've had an MNC rollout here in India, and I think Bharti was right when it said it will not have a significant impact. There hasn't been, you know, drastic churn, so to say. Do you see that happening in Africa? Because if it does, it's good for you.
Yeah, number portability has happened in Africa and Kenya, and we are happy that Airtel has got 95% of the requests of change of numbers, which means that our brand is already settling down well in Africa. Some other market, Ghana, it's happening in July, on 1st July. I'm sure in Nigeria or maybe in Uganda it will happen in the coming year. It depends on how you leverage it. It also depends on how market is spread over multiple operators. So I think the impact of MNP is more if one player is very, very big. The impact may be less when the market share is more spread over many players.